Hey, welcome to the Dweller from the North. Now, this is the first video for a long time, and the reason is the picture you have ahead of you. The tournament, Necronomicon Quest number 4, which is also my 4th tournament, and it's been a lot going on during the winter. Here in Sweden, it's like suck for in the winter, so I've been preparing for this tournament, making the list, painting the models and all stuff like that, and hadn't had really time for real bat reps. But that will change in the future, I promise you. So over to the tournament again. Really excited about this. Haven't been able to play too much Warhammer, so I'm really psyched to see how it goes. Over to the tournament rules. 3,000 points, 500 more than usual, and I really do like 3,000 a lot more than 2,500. You just can fit a bit more funny stuff in the list. Here's a Twitch, double minimum unit size. I do not like that as a Wood Elf player. In general, I can really see this working. It makes it somehow a bit, for some armies it's going to be a lot fluffier lists, but as a Wood Elf player it's pretty devastating. But I hope I can figure something out. You'll see my list. As always with Swedish comp, I think it's from 10 to like 14 or 15, something like that. My list goes in on 10.3, so the victory point difference between the comp was a bit lower than usual, so I don't really think you gain that much of having a soft comp list. So I went pretty low. The tournament goes on for 5 games, 3 on a Saturday and 2 on the Sunday after. And the matches have scenarios. Not the first one. The second one has a King of the Hill. It's just you need to control a special terrain piece near the center of the board. And by controlling you need more scoring units than your opponent. And scoring units for this tournament is something with a rank and a banner, or a banner. Not fast cav, not monsters, not characters, etc. Match 3, it was armor specific. Me as a Wood Elf player, I needed to shoot down the biggest model, or the model with the biggest base in my opponent's army, so I had to shoot it down. So, but yeah, with my lists, I think I can manage that. Match 3, it was once again something like, not match 3, match 4, of course. There was a King of the Hill again, but with some twist which I can't remember. No, it was not King of the Hill. You put out 2 markers which you need to control at the end of turn 3 and 5, and you get 200 points for each counter during those 2 turns, so a maximum of 800 victory points. You'll see that closer during the battle reports that will be coming up. And the match 5, another Wood Elf specific scenario, and this one is after the game turn 2, I need to simultaneously have 2 scoring units within every forest terrain feature on the board, including my own. Not too worried about that, actually, but you'll see in the battle report. So let's go over to the list. My general. Damn right, I'm bringing Orion. Because rule of cool applies. I have been bringing dragons and dual dragons and shit like that for the last year. So I needed some centerpiece, and I hate the Treemen. I hate the Treemen Ancients, so it had to be Orion. Even if it's 600 points Gimp. And aiming for best painted model. I spent about 1 month painting this model like a few years ago, and then I spent another like month just redoing the base, fixing some bad paints, stuff like that. So yeah, we will see how it goes. So for his role is the ultimate glass cannon, kind of. he for 600 points is so ridiculous how easy he dies. He has toughness 5, 5 wounds, and a 5+ ward. Period. It's like, yeah, it's freaking 600 points. 600 points. Although he gives devastating charge to everyone within 6, he gets 7 attacks at reroll to hit, no armor saves, web skill 8, blah blah blah, strength 6. But I actually like his shooting more. He has a movement of 9, and he is a mobile bolt thrower with ballistic skill 8. So he can chuck away his spear, strength 7, no armor saves through multiple wounds. Really nice. He can shoot his bow, 6 strength 5 attacks at BS 8. Pretty fancy. And over to my other lord, the Spellweaver. Level 4, of course. Or not of course, but yeah, level 4. With high magic. This is the first time I tried out high magic in some kind of competitive environment. I just tried it out a bit, and I really like the synergy with high magic and the Spellweaver and some other stuff that you will see. He has the Opal Amulet. No ward save there except for that one. Scepter of Stability, because the spell scroll just comes too much. He's on an elven steed and not a unicorn. I actually magnetized a unicorn so I can use it as both. So, but yeah, it's an elven steed. And yeah, spoiler, I'm gonna bring some Sisters of the Thorn. Sisters of the Thorn with a level 4 Weaver, high magic on an elven steed. It's pretty awesome. Just build out those counters, run away from everything. The Sisters have 4+ ward save. It's a real pain bringing that unit down. So over to the heroes. I once again bring Sister of Twilight, although on Gwyndalor the Great Eagle this time. There's one significant difference, except that he's an eagle and a dragon, and that's that they can reroll shooting attacks while they are on the Great Eagle, which is just awesome. And he uses 3-fact rules for the tournament, which means that there are 2 characters on a monstrous flying cavalry, so there are 2 models with 3 wounds and toughness 4, and you need to kill both of them in the same phase for them to die, which just brings up the their survivability is just awesome. It really is. And yeah, they're also a pretty good multi-tool. They have really good shooting. One of the sisters have 2d6 poison attacks, and now with reroll to hit on those shooting attacks from the Great Eagle. It's just awesome. The other one has a strength 5 d6 multiple wound shot. Also pretty awesome. And also they do have a punch in close combat. I mean, stay close to Orion, they'll have 4 attacks each. One had +1 to wound against destruction, the other +1 to wound against order. They're still on strength 5 armor piercing on the charge. You still have the eagle at strength 4 and with the stomp. Yeah, they're really good flankers, and they can easily take out chaff and stuff like that. Over to my other hero choice, a captain on the Great Stag, which you can see in the picture. He has the Charm Shield, the Dragonbane Gem, Hail of Doom Arrow, and his role is to be mainly a bodyguard for Orion if I meet any cannons. Hopefully he can take off one cannon shot with a Charm Shield. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have too many cannons. So that's just why he's there, more or less. A really good point investment to keep my 600 point general alive. Yeah, I know it's insane, but what can I do? He also has the Dragonbane Gem in case I face off some dwarf with fire rune on his cannon, or a skill cannon from demons. Just stop those cannonballs, man. And Hail of Doom Arrow, I'm counting on that he survives turn 1. If I can start, that's even better, because then I'll just pop the Hail of Doom. He can protect Orion. If he survives, even better. Then I can use him as Chaff and War Machine Hunter, or a decent flanker. It's still a great stag. It's D3, strength 5 impact hits. He's still 3 attacks, strength 5, because he has a spear. Armor piercing on the charge, and the stag also has 2 strength 5 attacks and a strength 5 stomp. So yeah, I really hope he will survive a lot, or not a lot, but it's a funny model to use actually. Over to core, yeah, Glade Guard. 20 of them with full command because I need double minimum unit size. I can't take 10, I must take 20. And they have True Flight, which comp as hell. And I put them Gleaming Pennant, mostly to get up to the core points, but can really come in handy. Just they get charged by some terror causing enemy. Just reroll that. Hopefully leadership 10 if I actually fail it. Or that reform test that you just fail out of General's Inspiring Presence, I will reroll that. So, yeah, solid unit, no, I don't need to go in on what you use Glade Guards for, they're just gonna shoot the hell out of anything. And my other core choice, Eternal Guards, because they're cool. 34 of them with full command, with Standard Discipline, which it doesn't comp much. And in my opinion, they are leadership 9 base, they get leadership 10, they are stubborn, they can hold by themselves against anything for at least a couple of turns. I've used them quite a lot since the new book and they've never failed me, they're just an awesome unit. Could really recommend people to use them. Yeah, perfect anvil. As I said, they tank as kings, and put them in a Venom Thicket, and they'll be even better, even without some shadow magic or magical buffs. They'll actually do their duty plus more, just awesome. With the special 10 Sister of the Thorn with a standard bearer, just to make them a bit more scoring unit. And the idea, just spam them tokens. I can actually use the spells as well, even Shield of Thorns. Curse of Anarchy is just awesome spell. -1 to hit, and then you train on 1 or 2s. Against Cavalry, that's gonna be awesome. Against something that you want to survive, awesome. Shield of Thorns as a spell is pretty suck. It's pretty... You can use it against toughness 3 stuff, sure, but what I'm after is the attribute. Heal 1 wound. Heal 1 wound from Orion when he takes one, because he's gonna take wounds, that's for certain. Bloody hell. Other than that, dance around, put the Weaver in there, spam up some tokens, become invincible. That's the idea. For a second, the Bringers of Pain, Wild Riders, 10 of them with Musician and Standard. No champion. I didn't have any points over. And yeah, the perfect hammer. I mean, if Eternal Guards tank something, though these fuckers can come in the flank and they'll pretty much annihilate most of the stuff they'll meet if I get a charge. The damage output from them is just insane. And to a personal favorite, Wardancers. People say that they're crap and stuff like that, but I do not agree. They doesn't comp much at all, and in my opinion, there are 10 of them with the musician. In my opinion, they're the ultimate toolbox. I mean, you can do anything. You can character snipe with them with the Killing Blow. You can Killing Blow knights with them. You can tank with them. Put them in a forest, do the 3+ war dance, and they can tank pretty much anything. And then they will be stubborn. I mean, awesome. If there's a big combat, you don't know if you're gonna win it, use the rank to take away the rank stuff. +1 attack, absolutely, against infantry. Put them 6 inch from Orion, they'll have bloody 4 attacks each in the front rank. That's pretty much that's a lot of DPS output from just those few models, and for the point cost, yeah, I love Wardancers. And over to my last entry, Waywatchers, 10 of them. Don't need to explain why I have Waywatchers. They are very good against high armor. I mean, those knights are just gonna fall. If there are not any knights, they're gonna just plow through infantry with 20 shots. Scouts, so I can hunt war machines if I don't see any cavalry or any other threats. And I really like the synergy with the high magic. I mean, Hand of Glory on Waywatchers is just awesome. Just awesome. So here's a picture of my army on my display board, and I'll talk about the goals I have for the tournament. First goal, top 3 best painted model. Only because I've won best painted model last 2 TNQs. It would be nice to come top 3 at least, get another little shiny medal. Top 5 best painted army. I won best painted army as well 2 times in a row. I do not believe I will win it this time. People must get bored about 50 shades of green and 50 shades of fucking crap brown. But yeah, I still have my hopes up. And for gaming, win more than I lose. It's a general thing I have. I always want a better win ratio than lose ratio. I'm not a competitive player, but if I can win more than I lose, that will be a fine goal, and I can imagine myself I'm a decent general. And top 20 placement. I finished 12th in the last tournament. I do not believe I will climb that high this time, because in my opinion my last list was a bit stronger than this one. But we'll see, top 20 and I will be more than satisfied. That would just be awesome. And yeah, that's it. Stay tuned for the battle reports. They will be coming up pretty rapidly. I'm going on vacation like tomorrow, so I'll try to put everything up before that, hopefully. Otherwise you'll at least see a couple of them. So stay tuned and thanks for watching.